In the heart of Southeast Asia lies a land of mesmerizing beauty, rich cultural tapestry, and captivating tales of history. Welcome to the Philippines, where the people live with much perseverance and hope.
So, good morning, ma'am. I have a few questions for you. So, the first one is as a member of the society, what do you think about the issue in the West Philippine Sea?
Okay, the issue in the West Philippine Sea has been a topic of concern and discussion. So, in recent years, there have been tensions and disputes over territorial claims in the area. So, the Philippines, along with other countries, has expressed concern about the Chinese actions in the West Philippine Sea. So, there have been collision between Chinese vessels and foreign vessels, which have been drawn condemnation from foreign officials. So the Philippines is working on updating its national strategy on the West Philippine Sea to address the rising tension in the area. So the West Philippine Sea is also important due to its rich coral reefs, which make up a significant portion of the country's total reef area. So it's a complex issue with various perspectives and ongoing development.
So, the second question is do you feel hurt when you see fellow Filipinos being treated unfairly by other country?
Of course, I can understand the concern and empathy that one might feel when their fellow countrymen are treated unfairly by other countries. So, in such situation, it is important to promote diplomacy and peaceful resolutions.
So, for the third question, as a Filipino citizen, what do you think is the best solution to poverty?
Okay, so addressing poverty requires a multifaceted approach, that involves various stakeholders and strategies. While there is no one-size-fits-all solutions, so I have here some steps to contribute to alleviated poverty. So first is the economic empowerment. So economic empowerment promote inclusive economic growth by creating job opportunities, supporting entrepreneurship, and providing access to financial services. This can be achieved through policies that encourage investments, skills training program rather, and microfinance initiatives. Okay, so another thing is education and skills development. So in here, education and skills development, you invest in quality education and skills development programs to equip individuals with the knowledge and skills necessary to secure a better job prospects and improve their livelihoods. So this includes ensuring access to education and vocational training and a lifelong learning opportunities. So best example here is to enroll in a TESDA, or what we call the National Certificate NC2.
So, for the fourth question, what do you think the changes you see in the Philippines made by the government?
Okay, so the government of the Philippines has implemented various changes and reforms in recent years. So some of this is the infrastructure development. So the government has prioritized massive infrastructure development projects to improve connectivity and stimulate economic growth. So this includes the Build program, which aims to build and upgrade roads, bridges, airports, railways, and other key infrastructure. Another thing is good governance. So efforts here have been made to promote good governance and combat corruption. So the government has implemented measures to enhance transparency, accountability, and efficiency in public administration. Okay, so another thing is the COVID-19 response. So here, in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, the government has enacted legislation such as the Bayanihan to Heal as One Act, granting a special powers to the president, to combat the pandemic and provide relief measures.
So for the fifth question, in what way can you show the importance of the desire of your own natural culture and history in your life?
Okay, so our own natural culture and history play a significant role in shaping our identity and providing a sense of belonging. So I have here some essential reasons, to own our natural culture. So first is the preservation of heritage. So our culture and history are the roots of our identity. So they represent the collective wisdom, traditions, and values passed down from generation to generation. So by embracing and preserving our culture heritage, we ensure that future generation can connect with their roots and understand their heritage. Number two is the sense of belonging. So our cultural heritage gives us a sense of belonging and community. It provides a shared identity and a feeling of being part of something larger than ourselves. And also, it helps us connect with others who share similar values, traditions, and experiences. Okay? Another thing is the identity formations. So our culture and history shapes our individual and collective identities. So they influence rather our beliefs, values, behaviors, and worldview. Understanding and appreciation our cultural heritage can help us better understand ourselves and others. Okay? So overall, the desire to embrace and preserve our own cultural history is crucial for maintaining a sense of identity, fostering culture, diversity, learning from the past, and promoting social cohesion. And it adds depth and meaning to our lives and helps us appreciate the beauty and riches of human civilization.
So for our last question, as a citizen, should we be conscious about the fake news in our country?
Yes, of course. It is crucial to be conscious about fake news in our country. Why? First reason is the misinformation and misleading. So fake news spread false information and can be mislead the public. It can create confusion, distort facts, and shape public opinions based on the inaccurate or biased information. So being conscious of fake news help us distinguish between reliable sources of information and misinformation, allowing us to make informed decisions. Another thing is the threat to democracy. So fake news poses a significant threat to democracy. It can manipulate public discourse, influence elections, and undermine trust in institutions. By being conscious of fake news, we can actively seek our verified and trustworthy sources of information, promoting a healthy and informed democratic society. So, in conclusion, being conscious about fake news in our country is essential for combating misinformation, protecting democracy, fostering social cohesion, ensuring public health and safety, promoting media literacy, and of course, preserving trust in journalism. So, by staying vigilant and critically evaluating information, we can contribute to a more informed and resilient society.
So thank you for your time, ma'am, and have a good morning. Yes, of course. When witnessing unfair treatment or discrimination towards fellow Filipinos in other countries, it is common for people to experience range of emotion. This can include sadness, anger, frustration, and desire for justice. Such reactions are rooted in strong sense of community and solidarity that many individuals feel towards their own nationality and countrymen. So the Filipinos, like any other individual, deserve to be treated with respect, dignity, and equality whenever they may be. Discrimination can have a profound impact on individuals and communities, affecting their well-being, mental health, and overall sense of belonging. It is important to address and challenge any instances of unfair treatment, advocating for equality and social justice for all. In situations like this, it is crucial to foster open dialogue, promote awareness, and encourage action that can help create positive change. So these include voicing concerns, raising awareness to various platforms, advocating for policy reforms, and promoting multiculturalism and inclusivity. Additionally, providing support to those who experience unfair treatment is essential. This can be done through community organization, legal aid, counseling service, and initiatives that empower individuals to assert their right and seek assistance when needed. So according to American Psychological Association APA 2015, a wealth psychological research shows that discrimination can exacerbate stress. Moreover, discrimination-related stress is linked to mental health issues such as anxiety and depression, even in children. In this year's examination of the state of stress in America, the American Psychological Association or APA highlights the connection between discrimination and stress, along with the resulting impacts of relations, employment, and overall health.
I'm going to ask you several questions. So what's your name po?
I'm Arabella Immortal.
Okay. So this is our first question. As a member of the society, what do you think about the issue in the West Philippines?
Well, as a part of the society, we should know the issue about this or the issue about West Philippines. And we should be aware kung ano yung nangyayari or what's happening in our West Philippines. And we should protect it because it's our right or it's our role to protect it and to fight for it. I fight for it to other countries or to other countries that gustong kunin mo yan.
Okay. Our second question is, do you feel hurt when you see fellow Filipinos being treated unfairly by the other country?
Yes. I really feel hurt when I saw or when I watch some Filipino treated unfairly in other countries. Because we Filipino are soft-hearted when it comes to that issue or when it comes to that part. Kasi kahit hindi sila Pilipino, alam mo yun, kapag nakikita mo na-violate sila na nararanasan nila yung unfair na pagtrato, I really feel hurt. We really feel hurt. And please stop violating others or hurting others unfairly because hindi mo masasabi kung sa'yo din mangyayari yun. So, peace over anything. For peace.
Oh, that's so heartwarming. That's so kind of you. So this is our third question. As a Filipino citizen, what do you think is the best solution to poverty?
Oh, I love that question because poverty is the main reason why everything is happening. I mean, the crimes, yung pagnanakaw, ganyan, dahil sa kahirapan,
Kapit sa
tapos yung mga, the women na pumapasok sa gano'n na bagay, like, sa mga club, yun, dahil sa poverty din. So, the issue, or the solution about this, we should prioritize our education because education is the key to success. I really believe in that motto. So, and discard it din sa buhay. Yun lang. And family planning, guys. Because, mahirap ka na nga, anak ka pa ng anak, talagang mahirapan kayo. Lalo na nandito tayo sa Pilipinas. It's a third development country. So, yun lang. Family planning, education, and discarded.
So sad. Yeah, that's so sad. So this is our fourth question. What do you think the changes you see in the Philippines made by the government? Do you see anything? Or changes?
Yeah. Little by little, I see changes naman when it comes to, project ng mga government. And I hope it will continue and more pa na project para alam mo yun, para you will see the changes talaga na ginagawa nila. Well, for example na lang, no, itong sa palengke,
Yeah.
for yung market na ginagawa ni Mayor Tonton, that's good. Little by little, at least natutulungan niya yung mga tao o yung mga sinasakutan. And I hope it will continue in next generation or next generation of politics. That's it.
I love that improvement too. So this is our last question for you, Ms. Arabella. As a citizen, should we be more conscious about the fake news here in our country?
Yes, we should be aware or conscious about fake news here in our country because fake news really happen here, lalo na sa social media. So, kung utu-utu ka o masyado kang paniwalain sa mga ganon, well, ikakapahamak mo yun. Totoo naman yun, ikakapahamak mo yun. So, we should be more conscious or aware nga sa fake news para iwas kapahamakan o iwas sa gulo. So, ang gawin natin is mag-search tayo ng true events or true information, facts, na pwede nating basahin or para malaman natin yung totoo talaga. So, yun lang. Iwasan yung pagiging paniwalain sa mga fake news dahil ikakapahamak yun. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Arabella, for giving me a chance to interview you about this matter. Thank you so much.
Patriotism and love of country. For me, you can show your patriotism and love of your country by just simply voting, supporting your homies, and stand for your national anthem. And by just simply loving your country with all of your heart. According to Longley Art 2022, simply stated, patriotism is the feeling of love for one's country. Demonstrating patriotism, being patriotic, is the one of the necessity of being the stereotypical good citizen. However, patriotism is like many well-intentioned things. It can be taken to an extreme. Patriotism is the feeling and expression of love for one's home country, along with the feeling of unity with those who shared feelings, thoughts, and shared patriotism, love of your country. Nationalism is the belief that one's home country is superior to all other while considered a necessary attribute of good citizenship. When patriotism becomes politically mandatory, it can be crossed a line. That's all. Thank you.
As a member of society, what do you think about the issue in the West Philippine Sea?
Siyempre, una dyan, hindi pa siya matapos masolusyonan ng government. Pangalawa, hindi siya ma-accept ng bansang China. Kasi based dun sa International Supreme Court, nasa atin siya sa Pilipinas and napatunayan na para sa bansa natin at hindi para sa China.
Do you feel hurt when you see fellow Filipinos being treated unfairly by other countries?
Yes, of course, it is saddening to think kasi just for example yung sinabi nyo, issue sa West Philippine Sea and China. Kapag inaway yung bansa natin, maraming apektadong mga OFW sa Pilipinas na pwede rin makapekto yung business nila kasi nga inaaway tayo at pwede rin masara yung mga business nila sa atin din.
As a Filipino citizen, what do you think is the best solution to poverty?
We cannot eradicate the poverty but the government have the capability to magbigay ng solusyon para itaas yung economic growth ng bansa. Kasi the more na hindi siya ginagawa ng paraan, the more na dadami yung mga walang trabaho. At kapag walang trabaho yung bansa, hindi siya magiging progresibo.
What do you think the changes you see in the Philippines made by the government?
Sa tingin ko, wala namang pagbabago. Pareho pa rin sa dati. Mabagal pa rin sila sa pagbibigay ng mga financial needs kapag crisis, katulad ng pagbibigay ng ayuda at ng mga relief goods kapag may nababaha yung isang lugar. Katulad na rin dito sa barangay namin. Medyo mahirap siya kasi sa part na need mo pang maghintay ng ilang linggo bago ibigay sa iyo yung relief, pero kailangan mo naman talaga sa araw na yon.
In what way can you show the importance of the design of our own natural culture and history in your life?
Siyempre, unang-una na rin yung pag-promote ng sariling gawang Pinoy, katulad ng mga damit na binibenta sa palengke na made by Filipinos and Kapampangans as well. Tsaka sa paraan na yun, na bibigyan natin siya ng representation, tsaka na-showcase natin yung gawang mga Pinoy na pwedeng iharap sa mga ibang bansa.
As a citizen, should we be conscious about the fake news in our country?
Siyempre, we should be well aware of sa nangyayari sa bayan natin. Kasi kapag hinayaan na lang natin yung mga ganun, or kaya naging ignorant tayo sa mga news online, mahirapan tayong hindi natin alam na fake news pala to, pero paniniwalaan ko natin. At may possibilities kasi na i-share natin. At kapag na-share natin siya, maraming maniniwala sa fake news na yun. Yun.
When we speak of upholding the truth, we accept the obligation not only to speak, but to speak well enough to persuade people to believe the truth and ultimately to act on that truth. We must not carelessly believe any news without any source that prove its legitimacy. Make some research about it, and if you know yourself that it was fake, possible, don't spread and share it to other people unless you find out the truth, and with this, you can help yourself and others avoid being the victim of fake news.
As a member of the society, what do you think about the issue in the West Philippine Sea?
Well, the issue in the West Philippine Sea is really a long issue. But unfortunately, until now, there is no solution.
Next question. Do you feel hurt when you see fellow Filipinos being treated unfairly by other countries?
Of course, I really do feel hurt whenever I see some of my countrymen being untreated by other countries, because I know that they do not deserve to be untreated badly or unfairly in other countries.
As a Filipino citizen, what do you think is the best solution to poverty?
For me, poverty is really a big problem in our country, because mostly of the Filipinos are very, very hard in looking for a job or in feeding themselves. That's why until now, poverty is really a big issue in our place.
What do you think the changes you can see in the Philippines made by the government?
Well, ever since the new president took over, I see some changes in the government. For example, mostly the low earner Filipinos are being treated correctly, and most of the Filipinos now receive some support from the government, especially the low earners Filipinos.
in what way you can show the importance of the desire of your own natural culture and history in your life?
Okay, we have really a very nice culture. Ever since we have learned also in our previous studies that the history and culture in the Philippines is really a way long or much better than other countries.
As a citizen, should we be conscious about the fakeness in our country?
Of course, yes. Especially nowadays that everything is instant. Now, if you want to speak to your relatives or friends in other countries, in a few seconds, in an instant, you can communicate. But unfortunately, there are also many fake news, especially when you use your cell phone. Sometimes also in the news, in the television. That's why it's really very hard for you to understand why nowadays fake news is really vulgar.
Changes? I don't see any changes made by the government. And it will never grow and develop until the under-governor people change. It is not the system that should be changed, but the people in it. That should affirm consideration for the proper basis for politicians. Pick and choose the people to put in an important and weighty position. There are many government officials who do not have sufficient knowledge for the position assigned to them. Pays for the meaningless.
As a member of the society, what do you think about the issue in the West Philippine Sea?
Okay, to be honest, I don't have an idea, or let's say, I'm not really sure about the whole story, no, sa nasabing issue. But as far as I know, parang sinasakop ata ng ibang bansa yung Philippine Sea. And for me, it's a big no-no. Kasi nga like, Philippine Sea, no? So sa pangalan pa lang, parang obvious naman na pagmamayari to ng Pilipinas. So anong karapatan ng ibang bansa, no? Which is yung China, na sakupin ito, no? And ang masasabi ko lang siguro, para sa ating mga Pilipino, huwag nating hayaang mayari yon. Ipaglaban natin kung ano yung nararapat na para sa atin. Huwag nating hayaang sakupin ito ng ibang bansa.
Do you feel hurt when you see fellow Filipinos being treated unfairly by other country?
As a Filipino citizen, yes, of course, no, I feel hurt whenever I see my fellow Filipinos being treated unfairly, no, sa ibang lahi. Kasi, sino ba namang hindi masasaktan kapag nakita nating inaalipusta o minamaltrato ng ibang mga lahi, yung kapwa natin Pilipino. And I don't know if ako lang, pero sa nakikita ko, parang tayo kasi mga Pilipino, meron tayong ugaling like na-aapektuhan tayo, no, kapag nakikita nating nasasaktan yung kapwa natin Pilipino sa mga ibang lahi, ganon. So, yes.
As a Filipino citizen, what do you think is the best solution to poverty?
As for me, there are three, no? Pwede ba yon kahit marami? Okay, no? For me, there are three solution, no? Para masolusyonan natin yung poverty. So, edukasyon, gobyerno, at tayong mga Pilipino. Edukasyon, I firmly believe that education is not the most, but one of the most, no, important things that we can use, no, to solve and avoid poverty, no. Kasi sa nakikita ko, yung mga tao kasi dito sa Pilipinas, parang Kaya sila naghihirap is dahil hindi sila nakapag-aral o hindi sila nakapagtapos sa pag-aaral, no? Parang nagkakos din kasi ng kahirapan yung lack of knowledge, no? Kapag wala ka masyadong alam. And ayun nga, no? Naniniwala ako na kapag nakapag-aral ka, mas malaki yung opportunity na maiwasan yung kahirapan. Next, gobyerno. I believe that government is the one who have the authority or the power para kontrolin yung mga nasasakupan nito, no? Parang siya yung pwedeng gumawa o mag-isip ng paraan para maiwasan o masolusyonan yung kahirapan na talaga namang hinaharap ng mga Pilipino ngayon. And lastly, tayong mga Pilipino, naniniwala ko na kahit anong gawin ng gobyerno, kung tayong mga Pilipino hindi tayo nakikiisa sa mga bagay na ginagawa or iniisip niya, or let's say, ayun nga, ginagawa ng gobyerno, kung hindi tayo nakikiisa, parang wala ring mangyayari. So, dapat magkaroon tayo ng pagkakaisa. Unity, no? Dapat makialam tayo o magkaroon tayo ng pakialam sa mga bagay na ginagawa ng gobyerno. Yun lang po.
What do you think the changes you see in the Philippines made by government?
Changes? Okay. Actually, I'm not the type of person na talagang tutok sa mga balita ganon. So, I really don't have an idea sa mga nangyayari sa bansa natin, no? And I really sorry about that. Pero ayun nga, based on what I see, no, sa mga nakikita ko, parang there is no changes at all. Parang wala akong nakikitang pagbabago na ginawa ng gobyerno. Like kung ano yung mga nangyari noon, parang ganun din naman ngayon. So parang wala pa talaga, no? Hindi pa visible, no? Or hindi pa natin nakikita yung pagbabago na ginawa ng gobyerno.
In what way can you show the importance of the desire of our own natural culture and history in your life?
For me, no, the best way na magagawa ko para maipakita, no, or to show, no, the importance of our country or history, no, is sa paraan na sa pagpapahalaga dito, no, parang pahalagaan natin kung ano yung mga kinagisnan natin, no, yung mga kulturang meron tayo, dapat wag natin kalimutan yung mga ito. Yun lang po.
Next is, as a citizen, shall we be conscious about the fake news in our country?
Probably yes, no. We need to be conscious, no, sa mga fake news, no. Kasi yung mga fake news, yan nagsisimula lahat ng kaguluhan, no. And for me, yung masabi ko lang as a Filipino na nasabing mga matatalino, no, kailangan nating maging mapanuri, no? Kailangan nating maging maalam sa mga bagay na sinasabi ng iba. Dapat, bago tayo magbigay ng sari-saring mga reaksyon o mga salita, dapat alamin natin kung totoo ba yung mga bagay na yon, kung meron bang katotohanan ang mga yon. Hindi yung nalaman ng natin, magbibigay agad tayo ng prejudice. Dapat hindi ganon. Para maiwasan natin yung mga hindi magandang mga nangyayari ganon. Ayun lang ho.
Thank you po. The importance of culture shows where we evolve and exist as human in one place. It is important in history. As a Filipino, I will show the respect, the need of my country, and I cherish the every knowledge I learn, such as in culture, art, music, dance, and I value my country not for myself, but for the next generation. According to Steve Berry, 2017, a concerted effort to preserve our heritage is a vital link to our cultural, educational, aesthetic, inspirational, and economic legacies. All of things that quite literally make us who we are.
West Philippine Sea disputes involve Do you feel hurt when you see fellow Filipinos being treated unfairly by the other country?
Yes, of course, because I know the importance of fairness and justice for everyone, regardless of their nationality.
As a Filipino citizen, what do you think is the best solution to poverty?
Facing poverty requires a mix of economic policies, social programs, and investments in education and healthcare to promote inclusive and sustainable development.
What do you think the changes we see in the Philippines made by the government?
High price and social services. That's the mistake we should but the improvement is that the government helps farmers to get integrated to their lives and somehow helps us Filipinos to lessen the price of agricultural practices.
Agree, can you show the importance of the design of our natural culture and history in the
and a more meaningful collective identity.
As a citizen, should we be conscious about the fake news in our country?
Absolutely. Being conscious of fake news is crucial for informed citizenship. Verify information from a reliable source, fact checks claims, and promote digital literacy. A well-informed public is essential for a healthy democracy and helps counter the spread of misinformation.
Thank you, ma'am, for your time.
You're welcome.
A best solution to poverty. The best solution to poverty often involves a combination of strategies addressing economic, social, and structural factors. Here are the key elements: education, social safety nets, healthcare access, infrastructure development, agricultural support, financial inclusion, governance and anti-corruption measures, community empowerment, international cooperation. According to Brookings 2007, that reducing poverty requires a focus both on what government needs to do and on what individuals need to do. We need a combination of responsible policies and responsible behavior. Second, although there are many things that might be done to reduce poverty in the US, I want to argue for a focus on three priorities: getting a good education, not having children before you marry, and working full-time. Government should expect people to make real efforts to comply with each of these norms. When they do, the government should reward such behavior by making sure that those who play by the rules will not be pulled. The analysis we have done at Brookings show the individuals who play by these rules are much less likely to be pulled than those who don't.
As a member of society, it's important to have an opinion on issues such as the West Philippine Sea. Expressing your thoughts and concerns about the theoretical dispute can contribute to overall conversation surrounding the topic. Witnessing fellow Filipinos being treated unfairly by other countries can be deeply hurtful experience. It highlights the importance of empathy and the need to support and stand up for our fellow citizens when they are facing injustice. Poverty is a crucial issue that needs to be addressed in the Philippines. To find the best solution, it requires a comprehensive approach that involves economic reforms, education and skill training, social welfare programs, and promoting inclusive growth to create more opportunities for all Filipinos. Assessing the change by the government is important in identifying areas of improvement, such as recognizing their achievements. It is necessary to have constructive discussions to address any mistakes and learn from them, while appreciating the positive changes that have taken places. Incorporating the desire to preserve our natural culture and history in our lives can be done in various ways, by engaging in cultural activities, practicing traditional customs, and ritual visiting historical sites, and support local artisans and crafts. We can actively demonstrate the importance of our heritage. It is crucial for citizens to be conscious of fake news in our country. Misinformation can lead to social and political division. After decision making, erode public trust by being critical thinkers, verifying information from reliable sources, and promoting media literacy. We can contribute more informed and united society. Inclusion. As a Filipino citizen, our thoughts, action, and participation play an integral role in shaping the future of our nation. By being informed, caring for the welfare of our fellow citizens, addressing issues such as poverty, valuing our heritage, upholding the truth, and actively participating in development of our country, we can contribute to building a stronger and more prosperous Philippines.